Yeah, that's fine.
I got you. Now, are you from Haversham?
I'll answer questions.
I'm just asking you from Haversham. I don't care where you're from. I'm just
of anything else based on what I see, how you're acting, things you're carrying, whatever. Very true. I could elevate that from what we call a consensual contact into a detention, where now I do have the legal right.
They do it everywhere. And it's just.
I'm retired from Glenn County Police. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They stood out at the front gate of Fletzy.
They did it at the Kings Bay not too long ago.
Yep. Kings Bay, that video's out there.
A First Amendment audit in Georgia turns into a legal debate when a deputy claims that government-funded land is actually, in quote, private property, in quote, demanding ID based on a, in quote, guard line, in quote, policy. The officer attempts to stop a journalist from filming public vehicles. Will the deputy follow through with handcuffs, or will he end up helping the auditor finish his story? Watch as a citizen's firm knowledge of the Fourth Amendment forces a law enforcement officer to back down and play tour guide.
Tour the facility.
Tour the facility?
Yes, say so.
I got you. All right, did you get permission from the sheriff and all that?
I don't need permission. It's First Amendment.
Actually, being private property, you kind of do need
This
permission.
is public property because government funded.
Not exactly, dude.
Yes, sir.
There's too many private things going on up here.
Well, you hiding something?
No, we've got personal information up here that you can't see, that you're not allowed to see, not without.
That's where the restricted areas are.
Mm-hmm. You're inside the guard lines, though, dude.
Actually, this is the public park. This is public parking for the people.
You see that?
And
That's called a guard line up there, dude.
Yeah, and that says that all cars may be searched, but I'm not a vehicle.
Why do I have a car alarm going off?
I really don't know. It started going off. I have it recorded, so.
Okay, you got your ID on you?
I got Fourth Amendment, man.
Fourth Amendment?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you do. I understand that, but there's also state law stating you have to provide form identification.
Do you have a sergeant on duty, actually?
Yep, absolutely. I'll get him up here. Stand by.
And what's your name, badge number?
Deputy Case.
All right. Yeah, and she was saying something about you can't record over here, but they should have a restricted area sign if they don't want people to record over here. Is this consensual, by the way?
What exactly are you doing up here anyway?
I'm just up here gathering information for a story.
For a story? What kind of story? Do you work for a news article, or are you with the media or anything?
Freedom of press, sir.
Freedom of press? Usually you have to have some kind of badge or some kind of affiliation.
That's the First Amendment, sir.
I'm not telling you can't talk about your First Amendment. I'm just asking if you're affiliated with anybody.
No, sir. Freedom of press, gathering content for a story.
Here's the issue that you're running across, and this is the reason why it's kind of bothering me a little bit. You're actually taking pictures of personal vehicles over there, though, too.
Well, that's not illegal. If they don't want them to see it, they shouldn't be in public. Anything you can see from public, you can record.
Not necessarily, because as far as Georgia consent law, it actually have to have both.
There's no consent.
Yeah, there is.
Only in restricted areas.
Okay. How long you been studying law then?
A good while, sir.
A good while. So where'd you go to school at then?
I don't answer questions.
Huh?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Well, I've got my lieutenant coming up here. He's gonna pretty much tell you the exact same thing I told you already.
Well, you guys need to possibly get updated on the Constitution.
We're very well up to date on the Constitution.
That's good.
You also need to get updated up on the OCGA of annotated codes of Georgia as well too.
Well, I know nothing trumps the Constitution. So.
Well, I mean, state law, you still have to.
Did he say state law trumps the Constitution?
Abide by state law.
I'm abiding by the law just now. I mean, I'm walking around recording a public facility. This is government funded.
Okay. Well, we'll let my lieutenant. He's on his way. He's from the south end.
This is consensual, right?
Huh?
Consensual, right?
Have I put you in handcuffs? Have I detained you in any way, shape, form, or fashion?
No, I'm just making sure. I'm getting it for the record.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just sitting there talking to you. And I actually asked you for your ID, and you still haven't presented any kind of ID or any form of identification of who you are.
Because I don't have to.
Yeah, actually, there's a state law stating that you have to actually provide some form of identification.
Absolutely not, sir.
You have to at least provide a name and date of birth.
Mr. Sergeant Miller can tell you that firsthand.
Sergeant Miller. Who's Sergeant Miller?
I guess he works for y'all.
We don't have a Sergeant Miller.
Well, he lied to me.
Yeah, we don't have a Sergeant Miller. Never have.
Well, I got the video of him telling me his name's Sergeant Miller. I did get pulled over for him a while back, and it was the same thing. I was out in public recording whatever, and he was trying to use the intimidation tactic, saying, "Oh, well, you got to give me your ID," all this.
This is all explanatory. Okay.
The deputy argues that because there are private investigation items on site, the building is, in quote, state federal private property, end quote. The auditor masterfully corrects him, noting that government-funded areas are public property. This highlights a major, in quote, fail, in quote, in officer education, where public servants believe they can reclassify public land as, in quote, private, in quote, whenever they feel uncomfortable with transparency.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got you. Now, are you from Habersham?
I'll answer questions.
I'm just asking you from Habersham. I don't care where you're from. I'm just asking if you're from here. I see how this is going to go. Okay. All right. We're going to hang out here. We'll sit in awkward silence. That's fine.
Cool.
Until my lieutenant gets here.
All right.
Just trying to make small talk.
Well, just not trying to give up any of my rights, sir.
Not trying to force you to.
Well, I know you ain't. But since I did get clarity, there's no restricted area signs over here. So that means that I can walk over here and record.
Let me suggest something to you. Let you talk to my lieutenant first before we go back in there. Because we do have an impound.
Well,
That is items that are under investigation.
I understand, but if you guys
Well,
don't
investigate.
want people going back there, there should definitely be a restricted area
pretty clear
sign.
with the guard line, but yes,
That didn't say restricted area, and it doesn't say private property either.
Definitely went through. Or if you're close to the jail, we're just walk up there.
I don't have a fourth on it. Probably not. All right, then I'm just gonna stand out here and just kind of watch. All right, see.
What's the deal, sir?
Lieutenant's gonna call the sheriff. Let him know.
All right.
Then we'll go from there.
Okay. So just be clear, there's no restricted area signs over here. So I'm more than free to go over there, correct?
I'm not gonna stop you.
Well, I'm just
All right, I'll walk with you, but I ain't gonna stop you.
okay. Yeah, as soon as it
I need to get some
says
exercise anyways.
I hear that. But yeah, as soon as I see a restricted area sign, I'll stop. I mean, I'm not going to go past any restricted areas.
And see, and honestly, dude, that's what I'm worried about. I just don't want you stepping over something and like trying to open doors because I don't know you from Adam's house cat, man. I don't know who you.
The deputy insists there's a law requiring ID, end quote. There's a law that states you have to provide some form of identification, end quote. The auditors stand his ground on the Fourth Amendment, correctly stating that without reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, of a crime, he is not required to identify. This documents a, end quote, gold star, end quote, pass for the auditor, whose refusal to buckle under false legal claims eventually led the deputy to stop arguing and walk with him instead.
I don't see any restricted area signs at all. That's crazy. You guys should definitely put one or two up, especially if you're worried about it. Got cruisers back here. These must be the junkyard for the cruisers. There's still no. I think that's possibly where your sign is. Right there. It says guard line, but I'm confused. It doesn't say restricted area.
What's up, man? Hey, all right, dude. So, brother sheriff, as long as you don't go in any kind of area, gate expenses, we're good. Have a good day, man.
All right, too, man. And thank you for being professional.
You got water or anything? You want water?
I got 2 waters in my bag.
You want another one to go eat?
No, I appreciate it, though.
All right.
This audit results in A and quote, fail end quote. For the deputy's legal articulation, but A and quote, pass and quote, for his eventual professionalism. Despite threatening to use state law to end quote, trump end quote, the Constitution, the deputy never made an illegal arrest. The auditor successfully refused to identify, documented the lack of restricted area signs, and even got the deputy to walk him through the facility safely. The result, a powerful lesson that knowing your rights turns a potential arrest into a peaceful interaction. Don and Oppos, to be caught lacking. Know your rights. If you support auditors who school misinformed deputies and refuse to lend quote, fake laws and quote, stop the press, hit the like button, subscribe to We the People University for more legal breakdowns, and comment below. Should an officer be disciplined for claiming state law trumps the U.S. Constitution? A routine audit at a San Diego police station turns into a legal showdown when officers claim the station in Oppos' driveway is, in quote, private property, in quote, demanding ID and threatening arrest for trespassing. The officers encounter a journalist who refuses to back down on his Fourth Amendment rights. Will the police acknowledge that their facility is funded by the people, or will they continue to enforce and oppose? Feelings based in oppose. Laws? Watch as a simple camera forced a department-wide reality check on constitutional limits.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer Wood, San Diego Police. How you doing? You doing okay? Can you step on the sidewalk, please, and get off the property?
This is public property.
No, this is private property. This is a police officer station. And you can get on the sidewalk.
And that's public property. It's funded by the people. Can I have your name and badge number?
Yes, it's Officer Wood, 7042.
Can I have your name and badge
Can
number?
you get off the property,
Officer
please, sir?
there, 7618. You need to get off the property.
Officer Wood, badge 7042, and his partner repeatedly order the auditor off the property, claiming it is, in quote, private, in quote, despite being a government-funded police station. The auditor masterfully corrects them, noting that filming from a public area is not a crime. This highlights a, and quote, massive fail, in quote, in officer training, where public servants attempt to use, in quote, trespassing, in quote, as a tool to stop legal photography in public spaces.
Can I have your name and badge number?
7814.
Okay, so this is all public property right here?
We don't have a problem with you filming, sir.
Mhm.
We just have you a problem, obviously, looking through the fence line and everything like that.
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
It's trespassing.
The problem you guys have.
It's trespassing.
You guys have a sign that says I'm trespassing right now by being on this?
Yeah, this is private property. You can't be on the
This is private property. This is funded by the people. This is public property. Also, this is the bushes. So this bush you guys are saying is private property.
You're ruining the plant, sir. Can you just step on the sidewalk? It's literally.
I can, but I don't have to, so I won't.
Do you have your ID on you, sir?
I haven't committed a crime. Why should I identify myself? It's your policy.
It's suspicious.
Is suspicion a misdemeanor or a felony?
That's just reasonable suspicion to stop and talk to you, right? Can you just step on the
It's not reasonable suspicion for me to identify, though. I don't have to identify unless I committed a crime.
I'm asking you nicely just to step on the sidewalk.
This is public property. Anyone who's walking...
Plants. People have to... This is killing the plants. You understand that? Look where you're...
Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? What law have I violated? What law have I... What law have I violated? What law is this that I'm breaking? Please. Because this is my First Amendment right. It's my First Amendment right. Where's the trespassing sign? He told me that.
You've been told.
Where's a sign to warn the civilian?
Off to private property, so we're going to make you if you don't.
You guys are going to make me?
Yes.
So where's the sign that says I'm trespassing?
There's no need sign.
Wow.
We'll have our
4 or 5
supervisor
officers here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It seems like he knows his rights a little more than you, buddy. You're going to make me.
It comes down to it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not moving.
Down to it, sir. We will remove you.
Remove me from what?
From the private property.
The private property.
Yeah, we saw you up here filming inside the gate, okay?
Amazing.
Yeah, you don't think that's a little suspicious?
That's what he said. That's what he related. But it's suspicious, but it's not illegal. That's what we're here for. You guys can enforce your feelings.
It can cross into illegal.
It can, but it's not.
Trespassing.
It can, but it's not. If I go past that gate, I'm trespassing. If I go past that gate, I'm trespassing. That much you guys should know.
To leave off of this property, and you're refusing to. Is that correct?
This property is public. I can't. Can you guys keep your hands out of your pockets? He has his hand right in his
Can you
pockets.
take your hand out of your pocket, please?
Do you guys have anything you don't have supposed to have on you?
Do you have any weapons on you, sir?
Do you guys have any weapons on you?
Yes, we do. You have any weapons on you, sir?
Are they automatic?
Don't
touch me. Do not touch me. It's all live and my drone is up. No, do not touch me.
Just relax.
No, there's no reason.
Just relax.
There's no reason for you guys.
We were gonna pass you out for weapons.
Stop tensioning your muscles, please. I don't have apartment.
You can just don't be in here because look, cars are coming in and out.
Very true.
So you want to be over there?
So they let me go. Got my information. So if I'm right here, this is trespassing. Can I ask you, am I trespassing if I stand right here?
Very technical ones. That it's more, just as long as you're out of the way of the safety. Then if you want to film right there, then go ahead.
It's a very technical one.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, because it is.
You said go ahead. So this whole thing was illegal, as I said.
Just don't be in here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're free to go.
I'm free to stay.
Gotta grab your stuff.
Thank you. I definitely will do that. I want you guys grabbing any hair follicles. So, he said it was cool to sit here. You guys know that? Did you guys notice that, though? So, this is a pretty big one for you guys, man. Not
You understand, you're not getting charged with anything, right?
going to lie. But,
Do us a favor and move along.
but you guys, just because I knew my rights, you know.
Well, here's the thing, okay? I understand what you're doing, I understand all that, but given the way things are in the world right now, some of the stuff that's happened, both, with attacks on law enforcement, all that, officers are on edge,
But do you wonder why? Because it's guys like him who arrest me on public ground based off his feelings, not the law.
He detained you.
Illegally, and identified me illegally. This whole thing was illegal. The identification.
Hold on. I'm not going to get into the legal arguments about that.
You don't have to.
That's something that you're more than welcome to speak to people who know more than both of us put together about this stuff, right? And determine whether that is or is not the case, okay? All I'm asking you is, we have officers coming in and out all the time, and we don't have a problem with you standing here and filming. We just ask that you stay clear of the vehicle path. All right, so
you guys just detained me right here.
Do that, then we're good to go.
So you guys do have a problem because I was standing right here.
Go.
Yes, sir. These guys let me go, man. Tyrants, bro. This is crazy. You guys want communication and you guys want law enforcement to be safe. You can't let guys like this literally. Okay, he can do what he want to do, but it's up to you to back it up and say, you know what? Actually, what the guy in the plaid shirt just say. You can't stand right here. It's just technical. People get killed off technical. People get angry off technicals. And I didn't want to identify myself. So with that being said, you guys used the force that you guys have. Without the badge, without the gun.
I'm curious as to what force was used.
Come on, you got 5 weapons. You got 3 clips on you. That's at least 10 clips around between all you guys.
That's not force.
That is force. That is definitely force. You have a badge and a gun on you. You guys are public servants identifying me on public property without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. I didn't commit a crime at all.
Okay. Well, I just... Go.
Goodbye, Tyrant. You have a good day.
I disagree with you on what you consider force.
Okay.
This is. I have the potential to use force, right? But I have used no force.
You have not.
No. None of the other guys.
Your officer has.
Magazines did. We're getting into the kind of the weeds and a perception difference between how you perceive it and how other people are going to perceive it, and or potentially how a court would perceive it. Which really, when it comes down to it, is what matters most.
But see, this is the illegal part is right here. Nothing I did was illegal. Suspicious, maybe, but not illegal.
But given everything in the world, would you not? If someone's suspicious in front of your house, would you address it?
I didn't know this was you guys' home. And even if I was
40 plus hours a week.
If they were on the sidewalk recording, then I wouldn't have to say anything. I wouldn't say anything. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't even call you guys to say anything, and you guys couldn't do anything about
You
it.
could still call and say, hey, this person's being suspicious. I wanted to address it.
Nothing
It doesn't mean we can make them stop.
Exactly.
But we have the right to come out and check on it. If you as a citizen or you're out, someone's standing in front of your house doing exactly what you're doing now, then you have the right to call us and say, hey, I don't know what this guy's up to. I'd like you to talk to him. And we would talk to him, just the way we did with you.
Very true.
So
you guys wouldn't detain that guy though on public property and say it's private. That's now the lies is the real disconnect.
We probably would put him if they did exactly if they acted in exactly the same manner as you did, right? Then there's very high. I would tell you probably 99 out of 100 that it would go down the exact same way.
And that's why these audits
run
are
the
being
records
conducted.
checks and nothing would happen, and then you'd be released, or that person would be released and sent on their way, just like has happened with you.
I understand the goodness and everything. You're a good officer to explain it, but see, bad officers make good officers look bad, because if you don't stop these situations that's happening right now, or if you don't know the law fully yourself, I can't quote you on it or doubt you for it, but you should at least say, you know what, maybe we should just stop because what we're doing is illegal, not him. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to investigate about what is going on illegally, it's not a stop. I didn't blow through a light, so you don't have to do an illegal U-turn to come get me. You don't have to do something illegal to uphold something that was legal.
Well,
you understand
like
what I'm saying?
I was not here when the whole thing started, so I can't speak to what the officer saw, didn't see. I don't know.
That's where we're at now.
Well,
accountability, man, is amazing.
No, there's nothing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what I'm saying is from what I've seen now. I understand what you're trying to do. I appreciate what you're trying to do.
Do you?
I think there's maybe better ways to go about it.
How would that be? You think it?
Let's
so
be
let me know
more cooperational when we come up. If we say, hey, can I get your name, get your birthday?
A later arriving officer attempts to de-escalate by explaining that a consensual contact can turn into a detention if reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, is built. However, he admits that in this case, a later arriving officer attempts to de-escalate by explaining that a consensual contact can turn into a detention if reasonable articulable suspicion, RAS, is built. However, he admits that in this case, and quote, nobody was in a...
Identify you, but which is supposed to be if you're doing something illegal.
No, because
can I get your name and your birthday right now?
If I saw you walking down the street and I'm in uniform, dressed like I am now, I could walk up and say, hey man, how's it going? You got a second? And if you stop and talk to me, I've done nothing illegal.
Very true.
And in the process, as I'm talking to you now, right, I start to build any kind of reasonable suspicion of anything else based on what I see, how you're acting, things you're carrying, whatever.
Very true.
I could elevate that from what we call a consensual contact into a detention, where now I do have the legal right to take steps to identify you.
That's because you have to identify. You have to identify.
But if this officer determined that what he was doing was a detention, based off reasonable suspicion,
and he has to pay for those consequences.
Then he
off
has
what
to
he thought. We don't go off thought. We go off facts, because that's how people get killed.
Okay.
They think a lot of black people just have guns and stuff.
How do we get to facts?
We get to facts.
Think to get to facts.
We have to think to get to facts.
Yes, we have to think. Facts don't just present themselves most of the time. You have to dig a bit.
And you guys is training, the facts were presented to you guys. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime to make someone even identify themselves.
And
to detain someone, it has to be illegal.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Because I'm still right here and it's all fine. That's the crazy part.
Hold on, Arthur. I'm going to ask you hypothetically. Do you have any idea how many times people have jumped over that fence, snuck in through those gates, and entered this facility that aren't supposed to be in here? It happens a lot.
I'm not one of those guys. And that's what the feelings enforcement did.
No.
They had a feeling that I would go across and do that, but I actually sat right there.
We cannot operate based off the fact. No, we have to. We have to go. He's there. He may do that, and we address it before it happens. No, part of what we do with criminal enforcement is we try to address potential crimes before they occur. Would it be better for me to basically stop you from doing something illegal as opposed to just waiting and going, oh, cool, hook him, he goes to jail?
Very true.
I'd rather stop you be there to prevent you, to deter you from doing something.
I'd rather you guys investigate and do your job, and if there's not anything illegal, just be on your way.
I mean, if the officers were talking to you, that's what they're doing. That's called investigating.
Right. And now that you guys concluded your investigation, was I in the wrong? For the record.
I mean, standing here blocking vehicles,
It's a
not
simple
right.
yes or no. It's not right, but it's not illegal. You guys are law enforcement, not right enforcement. I'm sure you get that though. It's not feelings enforcement, not right enforcement. It's law enforcement. You guys, if I break the law, then you guys have authority over me.
We investigate suspicious behavior.
Thank you.
You standing here.
So how did you conclude your investigation? What's the conclusion to this investigation, officer?
They're going to complete a detention report detailing what happened, and that's it. There's no criminal charges.
So who was in the
You
wrong?
haven't been arrested for anything?
Who was in the wrong? For the record.
Nobody was in the wrong.
Gotcha. But I got identified.
Okay. We've identified ourselves as well, so no
Yes.
one's in the wrong. That's what, I mean, you're looking for blame.
Oh, no,
In
I'm
this
not looking
world,
for blame.
There can be...
I'm definitely not looking for
multiple
blame.
levels of right and wrong, and there's not always someone to blame.
Very true.
So that's the lesson I would say.
So there's no problem with me standing right here, correct? And recording. As they just said.
This audit results in total exposure, of the San Diego PD's lack of constitutional literacy. Although the auditor was illegally detained and identified, the department eventually realized they had no legal ground to arrest him and allowed him to stay on the technical public ground. The result, a viral proof that knowing your rights is the only way to stop officers from enforcing their feelings over the law. Rights aren't an oppose, an option, they an oppose, a requirement. If you support journalists who school ID tyrants and refuse to let the police claim public land as private property, hit the like button, subscribe to FNA Empire for more high-stakes accountability, and comment below. Should these officers be disciplined for lying about public property being private? A routine trip to the Jessup post office turns into a constitutional showdown when a supervisor refuses service because a camera is present, claiming that recording is, disrupting operations, and citing, labor rules, staff call 911 on a peaceful citizen. Will the Jessup police force the camera to stop, or will they deliver a hard truth about the First Amendment to the post office staff? Watch as a supervisor's attempt to gatekeep a federal building meets the reality of, Poster 7,
Hello, I would like to ask you to stop recording, please. You're not allowed to record inside of the federal building.
Okay, cool. Did you read your rules and regulations?
Again.
Okay, again.
You're not allowed to.
Go read your.
You're not allowed to record inside of the federal building.
Okay, go read your rules and regulations. They're right up on the
We
wall.
have a right to not be recorded.
Oh, okay, well then.
So.
Go in private.
You to either turn that way because she needs to help a customer.
Oh, okay. And are you a supervisor?
I am.
Okay, and what's your name?
I have a right not to answer. Thank you.
Oh, you have
a post office supervisor stops all operations and calls 911, claiming clerks have right not to be recorded, The auditor masterfully cites Poster 7, the federal regulation that specifically allows photography in public areas of post offices. This highlights massive fail, in federal employee training, where staff use their personal discomfort to effectively shut down public services for all citizens present.
Yep. Yeah, I've dealt with these. I've dealt with people like this before. I'm familiar with it. So I'm just going to explain to the staff of the post office that they can film. I mean, just don't interact. Or, just go about your daily business and just act like you're basically normal. And then they'll get sick of it and leave. Yep, that's right. So I got it. All right. Hey, how are you?
I'm the supervisor here.
Hey, come here.
I'm the supervisor.
Yeah. What do we do, man?
She's preventing us from being able to operate because our clerks refuse to be recorded. And so
You have your body camera on?
Yeah, that's on.
Okay, get it. Yes, ma'am. We both have our body cameras on. My name is Officer Pope.
And our clerks are refusing to be recorded. And she's standing in there so our clerks can't handle our customers.
You can ask him.
And she followed me out here because I'm coming to talk to you guys. And that's fine so that our clerk can actually handle our customers. But she's obstructing our business by her being in there recording.
Is your postmaster here?
No, she's not. She's on vacation. And now everybody else is scared to come up because they were refusing to be on camera.
Yeah.
So therefore they can't come in. And it's hurting us because we had 2 customers standing in line and they couldn't even do that because the clerks can't come up there.
Yes, sir. So,
all right, I got this.
Labor said they are not allowed to record inside of a federal business.
They can record in there. Yes,
inside. But she's looking and she's recording, trying to record the back part.
Okay. It is a. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay. So it is a government building.
Upon arrival, the Jessup police officers deliver a, in quote, gold star, in quote, pass in legal knowledge. They tell the supervisor, in quote, it is a government building. They have every right to be inside and record. Ignore them like they ein and oppos, to even there, in quote. Furthermore, an officer warns the staff in the back room, in quote, they and oppos, retrying to bait wind oppos, all in a violating their rights. The Constitution sues anything, in quote. This documents the success. Upon arrival, the Jessup police officers deliver a, in quote, gold star, in quote.
You have every right to be inside and record. Okay? You don't have to interact with them. You don't have to do anything. Don't bother them. Just ignore them. Act like they ain't even there. Okay. It's that simple.
I understand what you're saying, but we won't get any customer served today because
then
the
if
clerks.
that's the case, and that's the case.
Okay.
Okay?
So even though she's disrupting the business, there's nothing you guys can do.
It is a government building. They have every right to be here. They can film. I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. But it's just a disruption in the day. Okay? Just go about your business. Pretend they're not here, and they'll go away.
Okay.
Okay? As a matter of fact, I'll go in and talk to your staff.
Okay. Thank you.
And what's your name, sir?
If you will. Do you have an office?
We do.
Let's go there.
Yeah. I go in the conference room.
That'll work.
The additional staff today, if you don't want somebody else to get it.
Shauna, come here. Oh, it's locked.
How are you?
I'm fine.
We can go back here.
Yeah, still recording.
Yes.
Shauna, come in for a minute.
Yes.
don't give her
All right, listen up. Hey, how are you?
Hey, good, how are you?
Okay. All right. All right, listen. They've done hit the sheriff's office this morning. They done been to another business. Are you familiar with Free Press?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not asking you.
I thought you were.
Just stop. What they're doing is they're trying to bait y'all into violating their right to film. Okay? I'm sure you've seen this on TV, YouTube. You ever seen this before? TikTok. Yeah. What they're doing is they're trying to get you to violate their right, which is going to get you in trouble. Okay? Whenever I say it in front of her out there, do not speak to her. Don't interact with her. Go about your business as if she is not there. If she asks you a question, go about your business. Okay? She just asked me what my name was. I walked right past her. Okay? I do not have to provide my name to her unless I am interacting with her. Okay? I've dealt with these people. I've been a policeman for 26 years. I've dealt with these people for years.
Well, I already messed up then.
Okay,
No, hold on.
Because we got different rules.
I understand that, but it's the Constitution is what they're basing what they're doing on, and that supersedes anything. Okay, I know it's a pain in the butt. I get it. These people, when they come out here, they're trying to get you to violate something that's going to get you in trouble, get you fired, or whatever else by violating their rights to do that. Okay, I've seen this many, many times. Like I said, they've been to the sheriff's office this morning already, and what was the other place?
The free, what did you just say?
Free Press.
No, they are the Free Press.
Oh, that's the only other place you said.
No, they've hit two places already this morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they're here. What they do is they travel around. They go to government buildings. They go to law enforcement buildings, and they go in there and just start recording.
But she's trying to record the back part of this. She can't do that though.
I understand that.
A security risk.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, as long as she doesn't breach that counter.
But she's leaning over the counter.
Yes, she has been.
If she does not breach that counter, trust me, that girl knows what she's doing. She knows just how far she can go before she gets in trouble. As soon as she gets to that point, she'll stop. And then what's bad, you're going to call us, and we're like, oh, you can't do that. We're going to take you to jail or something. Then we got a lawsuit against us and y'all. Okay?
Well, can you call the post inspector so that I know what's going on?
Well, no, honey, listen, you are perfectly fine. Okay, listen to me. This is the game plan. Okay? Go back out there. If she asks you a question, pretend she ain't even there. Don't answer nothing. Don't say nothing. You follow me? You can be polite. You can be nice.
Our labor said that she can't record us.
Exactly.
Labor said she cannot record us.
Right, but you're in a government building. It's no different. Like right now, I'm recording all of us.
This here is an independent government, so our rules are different.
Honey, I understand that, okay? But you're going to have to trust me on this. Okay.
I feel better if my post inspector that's in charge of this building tells me that I have to stand out there.
If you want to go with that, then go with that. But as far as okay, listen, and that's perfectly fine. As far as law enforcement goes,
yeah, I can't do nothing.
There's nothing we can do about it.
She's protected by the Constitution.
By the First Amendment. That's what it is. She's basing what she's doing off the First Amendment of her rights.
Now,
even though she's
but you heard what labor told me.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Because
If the postmaster says it, can't we criminally trespass her from here?
Now, if the postmaster gets here, where is she at?
She's on vacation, but I'm about to call her. That's call her right now. I'm about to call her because this is not.
No.
I mean,
we
should have the right to not.
Exactly.
We do have a right not to be.
You listen.
Do I help the customers?
Yeah, you go help your customers, ma'am. Do your thing. The thing about it is, though, from a law enforcement standpoint, there is not jack we can do about it. And even if she says, I want her off the property, it's a government building still. We can't remove her.
But if somebody comes in acting a fool, threatening, like shouting and stuff, we can get her removed. Why can't we get her removed if she's stopping the customers? What's the difference?
Honey, there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Y'all have never seen this before?
No.
Okay, listen to me.
Because Alexis is on TikTok because of it. I'm gonna be on TikTok.
No, you're gonna get what's bad is you're gonna get in trouble, and I don't want you to get in trouble.
No, I'm saying I'm gonna be on TikTok because I told her that she can't record because labor told me that I gotta tell them that.
Okay, then from this point on, don't say a word.
Yeah, just act like she's just.
I'm going to lunch.
Yeah, there you go.
No, but you see the thing about it is, though, and like I said, even if the postmaster came here and said, "Hey, I want her banned off the property," we can't ban her off this property.
It's not that we're gonna ban. My thing is with the
disruption. It's the disruption.
The clerk that want to be breaking.
Let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with the amendments? Your constitutional rights? What's the first amendment say?
Right to something.
Right to free press, free speech, free everything. If customers are coming in here and she's talking to them, there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing he can do about it.
I understand that.
Okay. If she comes in here and she's recording, it is a government building, even though it's its own entity. It is a government building.
But if she's obstructing
it's no different. Hold on. I'm on your side here. God knows I'm on your side.
I just want to understand.
But you have to understand, this is walking on eggshells. You got to be careful with this. Very careful. I've done had the captain call me on the way over here, which I'm familiar with this. I've dealt with this for years.
I just got to go back to my
if you do anything that disrupts what she's trying to do, you're going to be famous. I'll just put it that way.
I'm going to be famous anyway because I told her she can't do it.
Okay, but let's not get any more famous than what we already are.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to lunch.
Yeah. Just take your lunch break. What it is, she'll get bored. Nobody's interacting with her, and she'll leave.
Yeah, she'll go to somewhere else.
And then she's going to go to another.
She'll probably come to our
department.
And we're going to do the same exact thing.
But it's different.
I gave her my badge number and smiled.
But she's not going to stop your business. This is going to be on us. If we don't get these customers, we're going to have so many bad reviews that it's going to be like, what were y'all doing?
No. Why can't you go up there to that front counter? Ma'am, what can I do for you? You need to mail this?
Because then I'm going to get a grievance.
Nope. Why?
Because that's clerk work.
Could you?
I probably already got a grievance because I just tell the customer.
Or whoever's working up front, just tell them to carry it. Who's your supervisor?
Right? We both are.
Okay. So it's been brung up to the other supervisor. We're on camera telling you, so maybe that will alleviate it when the postmaster comes back.
Yeah.
Because look,
we got your back.
Yeah.
We do.
Trust
I promise you.
Yeah.
But this is very delicate.
I appreciate
it. Okay. Yeah. I can show you videos of people. Oh no, you're not going to do this.
They're getting lost. And they are bad.
and they are bad. They go all over the U.S. doing this crap. Just so happened today's the day.
I've seen them do stuff like that.
Yeah, see,
I heard about it do stuff like that at the base and stuff.
Oh, yeah, they do it everywhere.
They do it.
And it's just
I'm retired from Glenn County Police. They stood out at the front gate of Fletzy.
They did it at the Kings Bay not too long ago.
Yep.
But
Kings Bay, that video's out there.
I didn't see the video,
Is that
but
the
I
one
was
with the dude with the big mustache?
Yep.
Oh, that dude was.
All I know is they was
What
up
they
messing
do,
with them.
they're trying.
And I live down the road from
They
there, so
just
that's
try
how
to
I
get
found
people.
out.
They just try to get a quick check.
They're trying to bait you into getting in trouble. Don't do it. Go in there.
Oh, it didn't bother me that point, but it's the clerk when she refused to get recorded, and
Well,
I can't make her go.
Let me ask you a question. Can you record me?
Yeah.
What's the difference? I'm a government official.
Yeah.
We get recorded.
We get recorded
all
every
the time.
day.
They'll put the phone in our face.
They'll come over here and literally stick it in our face. Okay. I'll sort of smile and wave at them.
So you're her supervisor? So like, is there any?
There is a.
I don't want people to get in trouble, but is there no way that you can like tell her that she needs to do her job?
I can tell her all day, don't mean she gonna do it.
Okay, then
Is there somebody?
I'm 26 on 35.
Is there somebody?
That's a whole other ball.
What's that for?
There's somebody.
Listen. If she is like, look, just tell her do not interact.
Yeah.
If a customer comes up there, I mean, you know what? Just do the best you can do, but be professional, be polite, ignore the hell out of her. Okay. I know this is a pain in the butt, and I'm sorry, ladies. I'm truly sorry. If I can't stand this, but there's nothing we can do about it.
What makes people want to do stuff like this?
Because
they're bored.
They're liberal left. That's what it is. Yeah. They're trying to get government officials in trouble to show the corruption of our government.
It's election day.
Holy crap. So, it's election day.
We got so much stuff to do, and I got to do it big.
Okay. Ma'am, like I said, put on that.
I appreciate
No. Listen, put on that pretty smile. Okay?
There you go.
Be friendly. Be professional. Do your job. And just be courteous. She'll get bored and she'll leave. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
Good?
All right, thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, ladies.
Please explain to the young lady that it's not us, I promise you.
Yeah.
I know how she feels.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good day. Hey, how are you?
This audit results in and quote, pass and quote, for the Jessup Police Department, but and quote, total fail and quote, for the Jessup Post Office Management. The officers correctly identified the recording as a protected activity and even educated the staff behind closed doors on how to handle auditors without getting fired. The auditors successfully documented the refusal of service and ensured that public servants were held to their own federal regulations. The result: the post office was forced to reopen and resume business while the camera continued to roll. Rights aren't in oppos, T and quote, annoying and quote. They are the law. If you support officers who know the Constitution and journalists who force the post office to follow its own rules, hit the like button. Subscribe to the J-Town Press for more Georgia audits and comment below. Should a post office supervisor be allowed to stop business just because someone is filming?